Few places on earth carry the weight of history quite like Rome. Walking through its streets feels less like sightseeing and more like stepping through layers of civilization itself. The Colosseum, standing at nearly 50 meters tall, once held up to 80,000 spectators who gathered to witness gladiatorial contests and public spectacles. Built between 70 and 80 Anno Domini, this amphitheatre remains one of the greatest architectural achievements in human history. Just a short walk away, the Roman Forum stretches across the valley between the Palatine and Capitoline hills, where ancient Romans once conducted business, celebrated triumphs, and debated the future of their empire. Then there is the Vatican, a city within a city home to St. Peter's Basilica, and the Sistine Chapel, where Michelangelo's ceiling continues to leave visitors breathless centuries after its completion. Rome is not merely a museum frozen in time. It pulses with modern life, where espresso bars sit beside ancient ruins and locals navigate cobblestone streets on scooters with effortless grace. The city demands to be experienced slowly, one neighborhood at a time. Built across 118 small islands connected by over 400 bridges, Venice defies every conventional rule of urban planning. The city sits in a lagoon in northeastern Italy, and its very existence feels like an act of human defiance against nature. The Grand Canal serves as Venice's main artery, lined with Gothic and Renaissance palaces that seem to rise directly from the water. Gondolas glide silently beneath ornate bridges, while vaporettos carry locals and visitors alike through the labyrinthine waterways. St. Mark's Square, known locally as Piazza San Marco, anchors the city with its stunning basilica adorned in Byzantine mosaics that shimmer like gold in the afternoon light. The Doge's palace beside it tells the story of a republic that once controlled trade routes across the Mediterranean. Venice also hosts the world's oldest film festival, held annually on the Lido Island, drawing cinema's greatest talents each September. Despite concerns about rising water levels and over-tourism, Venice endures as one of the most visually extraordinary places on the planet, a city that simply should not exist, yet somehow does so magnificently. If Rome represents ancient power and Venice represents architectural wonder, Florence represents the flowering of human creativity. This relatively compact city in the Tuscany region gave birth to the Renaissance, a cultural revolution that transformed art, science, and philosophy across the entire Western world. The Uffizi Gallery houses one of the most remarkable art collections ever assembled, including Botticelli's Birth of Venus and Primavera, works that defined an entire era of artistic thinking. Brunelleschi's dome atop the Florence Cathedral, known as the Duomo, was an engineering marvel of the 15th century that still dominates the city's skyline today. The Ponte Vecchio, the oldest bridge in Florence, spans the Arno River and is uniquely lined with jewelry shops that have operated there for centuries. The Medici family, whose patronage funded much of Florence's artistic golden age, left their mark everywhere, from the Palazzo Pitti to the Boboli Gardens. Walking through Florence's historic centre, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, feels like moving through a living gallery where every corner reveals another masterpiece of human ambition and imagination. Milan operates on a different frequency than its Italian counterparts. Where other iconic cities invite you to slow down and reflect, Milan propels you forward with energy and ambition. As Italy's financial and fashion capital, it hosts two of the world's most influential fashion weeks each year, drawing designers, models, and tastemakers from every corner of the globe. The Galleria Vittorio Emanuele II, one of the world's oldest shopping galleries, connects the Duomo di Milano to La Scala Opera House in a breathtaking iron and glass arcade that dates back to 1877. The Milan Cathedral itself, took nearly 6 centuries to complete and features over 3,500 statues across its extraordinary Gothic facade. Yet Milan is equally defined by its contemporary cultural scene with cutting-edge design studios, Michelin-starred restaurants, and a nightlife that rivals any European capital. Leonardo da Vinci's The Last Supper, painted directly onto the wall of Santa Maria delle Grazie, reminds visitors that even in this forward-looking city, the past remains profoundly present.